Welcome back, everyone. I know that it's been a while since our last video. I had some real-world obligations I need to take care of, and I didn't have time to do any development of any sorts for a huge chunk of time. But it's all over now, and I'm back, so things will go back to the way that they used to be. So no need to panic. I'm not gonna drop the game off or anything. At least I'm not planning on it. So these 2 months were not all that lost. In the last few weeks I had some opportunity to squeeze some development time in, and I would say the output was quite productive, but the catch was I didn't have time to record any clips while I was doing that. So when I was facing these challenges that shaped the way I guess I continued with the game, and this major milestones, I wasn't able to record the moment, so I wasn't able to convey what exactly I was thinking at the time. So this is gonna be a more look in retrospect about how things went. I'm gonna try to replicate these moments, and I probably will miss over some important moments that I faced while I was developing, but I can't remember them right now. So I'm gonna for this video focus on the boss, because the boss movement mechanic was done in the previous video, and now I will just continue with the boss fight mechanics and some other development that were tied with boss fight stuff, and I will leave the rest for the next video. So let's just dive into that. Okay, the first attack, which was pretty much implemented while I showed you guys in the end of the last video. And it's a pretty simple attack. It's just shooting a bullet from each end of its wings, and it's from time to time it just shoots bullets in a circle around it, and it just changes directions from time to time, which was a movement mechanic anyways. And the more I shoot at him, it's just gonna change intensity after a while. But one little difference is, and right now we don't see the visual indicator, but when it's going to just do this attack where it's just sitting in the center, it's just going to have, and now we see it, this glow around it, which indicates it has an armor. So, and when the armor is there, it just takes half the damage it used to. That's because it's usually a sitting duck while it's doing this attack, and as I told you, if it was not taking half the damage it was, we would just melt him really easily. So yeah, this attack is pretty simple. Alright, now the second movement is, matching with the second attack pattern, and that is when the boss ship just goes up and down, strafes to the left and right, and so what it does is basically just shoots bullet towards us while it's just making its movements, and occasionally, when it's usually in the middle, it's just gonna shoot a wall of bullets at us, and the mechanic that we need to do is just basically, thread the needle and make the spaceship just go between these bullets, which is fun, and I feel like it's an important mechanic to learn in this game. And the best time to shoot at it is usually when it's just doing its the middle attack, because otherwise the bullets are just not gonna reach, because it's always on the move, and we're always on the move, and it's kind of hard to make the bullets at these moments. So after a while it's just gonna change into the second intensity, when it's just shooting a lot more bullets, and as you can see we're right now at the second intensity, so it's gonna be a lot harder to dodge the bullets here. So that's going to just keep things more lively as you get used to a different difficulty. So I think I'm just gonna stop this combat here because it's gonna take a while. Alright, now last attack move, but not the least attack move, is what you're seeing right now. And this attack move happens when the enemy is basically circling us, or moving in an ellipse, is what I said in the last video. So what's going on here, it's a little bit more chaotic than the others. So this is one of the movements where you can get shot from behind, because there's some bullet that is coming to you from behind, if you just turn it like that. And because this bullets have 2 movement sets, and first is it just moves in a circle shape, and then in the mid movement it just basically expands, and it just goes in some direction, as you see right now. And the second alternate attack that it does from time to time is it just shoots a ton of bullets in an arc. And let's just try to go to the second intensity, which is a lot more difficult, and that is because it's just gonna have a lot more movements and a lot more also like fast movements and like it's just, you'll see it when you get it. So we're almost there, and right now we're at the second phase. As you can see, it's just shooting like twice the arc it used to do, and it's like probably maybe it needs a little bit of balancing. Although, you know, if I can play it, I'm pretty sure you guys can play it. So it's probably like nothing to worry about. And this I guess wraps up our third attack and the last attack. So after this, I guess I will show you guys the combined version and also some changes I made, you know, to make the boss gameplay work. Since I can go anywhere I want when I'm fighting this boss, if I'm just going always at like the opposite direction, I can like almost never get hit. And that is a little like not intended. The player should eventually have to like just change its direction and just get closer to the boss. And this is not only could be like you know, this is not only a problem in this attack mode, but it also affects the, you know, enemy center attack, I believe. So let me show that one as well. Okay, and then the center moveset, when I'm just moving at some direction, you can see because of the relative speed, the bullets look, you know, or feel way more slower than they actually are, and the bullets that's going at the opposite direction are like looking much more faster. So I pretty much just don't get hit at this intensity, and at the other intensity I'm pretty sure like it's actually not that different. So let's just check it out. But you can, you know, you realize the problem is kind of just makes the whole boss fights a little silly if, you know, you just decide to do that. And like, I should not just let the player like have an option to pretty much just make everything meaningless. Alright, one of the brilliant solutions I tried when I was trying to, I guess, solve this problem was make bullets have like relative speed. So like if the boss's velocity will be added on top of the bullet's velocity, and it just, it works, I guess. If you want to say, if I move like this, I will still get hit because, you know, the bullets can reach me now. But the change is it just everything looks pretty much like too chaotic, and like things don't make as much sense. I tried 5 different variations. This is, I guess, one of them that I found, and apparently there's probably some bugs in here, but still, you know, it just didn't look like it had like any logic behind the bullets movements, and it would be like, it would be kind of unfair to like play against it like this. So let me show it to you, I guess, in the center one as well. So we're looking at the same solution applied in this attack mode, and I mean, you can see that, you know, if we, I guess, maybe up the intensity a bit, the bullets can reach me finally. It's just because of the angle, I guess I'm just in a really good location. But the catch is, it's still a lot more chaotic. If we try to move, the bullets will just, like, it will seem like the bullets are kind of going to, I guess, random or like spontaneously. So just to, I guess, fix that, I will just revert it back to the way it used to be again. And the solution that I came up with was, you know, basically just restricting the player's movement while it's fighting the boss battle. So let me show you like how I guess did that. Okay, now I told you guys like the, I guess, idea is basically restricting where the player can go while we're in a boss battle. And the best way of, I guess, doing that, the most logical way that I could come up with, was like a force field that the boss casts upon this, I guess, around us, so we cannot get out of it or escape. So while the boss is active, when the, I guess, field gets activated, you're gonna see an animation like this first, and then, you know, the boss battle is gonna begin. And if you try to go to the like edge of this field, you will basically hit the wall. It's an inverted sphere. It's you know, the normals are looking inside, so we can't use the mesh collider to not get out of this. And when we're fighting the boss, I also made it so that the camera is gonna zoom out a little bit. It's gonna happen exactly the same time when this, I guess, force field animation is happening. It's gonna look something like this zooming range. I like the feel of it. It makes us feel way more smaller when we're fighting the boss, and I feel like it just creates a different feeling, which is kind of cool. And after, I guess, we're done fighting, this field is gonna get deactivated again. It's gonna look something like this. It's kind of like this exact opposite animation. It's gonna look this, and it's gonna dissolve. So after it dissolves, I've also added a functionality to change the background color, and the problem was mostly just finding like cool colors for the background. So this is the default, I guess, color, and if we change it, like for the green team post that we're fighting right now, I tried some like different green colors. Maybe I should zoom in a bit. This is not the regular zoom, this is the regular zoom. I didn't really like the way this one looked. I tried darker purple. I feel like this could be useful. And darker blue is definitely a good looking color for the background space. Tried also like dark green. This maybe can be useful for like some boss battle teams, and again dark red, maybe some like really fiery boss or something like that. And black is, I feel like it's just generally a cool looking color for background, so I like this one as well. I guess that settles it. We talked about the first boss's attack patterns, and we talked about all of them, so there's nothing left for this video. And for the next video, I'm gonna keep the contents as a surprise, because I'm not really sure what I'm gonna be talking about yet. So I guess we'll see it when I do it. And until then, take care and have a good one.